Hello everyone. In the previous video, we have discussed about the mitigation techniques for landslides, a brief introduction of soil, and factors of soil formation. In today's video, we will going to learn about the degradation of soil and the soil conservation. So as you can see in the picture, the degradation of the soil, there are various threats to the soil. So the very first one is the deforestation, that is cutting more and more trees. Then the another threat for the soil is overuse of chemical fertilizers or pesticides. So basically from overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, it degrades the land quality and it also depletes the soil. So it is another threat for the soil. Then if we talk about the rainwash, landslides and floods, so all these results in the soil erosion. So this is the third threat for the soil. Now we will going to read about the conservation of soil. So the first thing I would like to say is afforestation, that is planting more and more trees. So the very first and the common way to conserve the soil is afforestation. Besides afforestation, if we talk about, so there are specific things that could be done. So the very first thing is the shelter belts. So in these shelter belts, trees are planted in a single line. So as you can see in the picture also, all the trees are in one line. So basically shelter belts are made in order to protect the soil. But how the shelter belt can protect the soil? Shelter belt can protect the soil because of high wind. Because of high wind, the topsoil gets blown away, and we all know that the topsoil is the most fertile one and it is rich in nutrients also. So these shelter belts acts as a checking the wind movement and also binds the soil itself. So basically these trees which are planted in a single line, which is also known to be as shelter belts, helps to protect the soil from the wind, and it also helps to bind the soil. Another way to conserve the soil is the intercropping. So intercropping is, as you can see in the picture, that growing two or more crops at the same time on a same land. Okay, when we grow two or more crops at the same time on a same land, it is called as intercropping. But there is a condition. It is necessary to have crops that are suitable with each other. So we can build two or more crops on a same land at the same time, only those crops which are suitable with each other, which are competing with each other. So as a result, what would happen, the nutrients of one crop will be beneficial for the another one also, and it also help the the nutrients can be replenished easily. Okay, then if we talk about the third way to conserve the soil is the rock dams. So if we talk about the rock dams, so they are the small dams. Small dams means which are made up of stones. So it is built in order to reduce the velocity of the flow. So when there is a huge flow of water, so you put lots of rocks to slow the flow of the water, as you can see in the picture also. So or to decrease the water flow, once the water flow gets decreased, the soil's fertility will automatically increase. So because due to the flow of the water, the soil will get destroyed, it will lead to soil erosion. So in order to protect soil erosion, what we can do, we can build small dams which are made up of stones. So it will help to regulate the flow of the water. Then if we talk about another way to conserve the soil is the mulching. So mulching is basically a land, it could be a bare and an empty land, that is covered with a layer of material, as you can see in the picture also. such as plastic sheet. Plastic sheet is covered with the soil is covered with the plastic sheet. So the plastic sheet helps to protect the soil because it will not easily blown away with water and wind. So due to the movement of wind and water, the soil will not get destroyed. So the plastic sheet helps to protect the soil. It helps in improving the soil's fertility, and it also helps in increasing the soil moisture. So it is another way to conserve the soil, that is mulching. Then if we talk about the fifth way to conserve the soil is terrace farming. So you must have read about terrace farming earlier also. So terrace farming is when there is a steep slope, and the land gets modified into broad flat steps and which are parallel to each other. So when the land gets modified into broad flat steps which are parallel to each other, so they are said to be as terrace farming. And the upper region of the terrace acts like a small dam. Okay, so when the land is divided into broad flat steps, so the rainwater soaks into the soil and it rather run off. So basically it also prevents soil erosion. Okay, so in these steep slopes, instead of running off the water, what we can do, we do terrace farming. So due to terrace farming, we can build broad flat steps. So in that broad flat steps, the crops absorbs the rainwater. Okay, so another way is the contour plowing. So if we talk about the contour plowing, so contour plowing is basically using the land, using the slope in their natural manner. We do not modify the land, we do not alter the land, we use the land in the natural form. And basically the crops which are built in the land, as you can see in the picture, the crops which are built in the land is they absorbs the rainwater and it also prevents the soil erosion. And basically another way to conserve the soil in the contour plowing method is, contour plowing does not allow to form small streams or small passages of water. So basically what we can say कि पानी जो है ना वो इकट्ठा नहीं होता है, ठीक है, it do not settle. It basically the crops absorbs the rainwater. So this is another way to prevent soil erosion, and it is another way to conserve the soil. And if we talk about another way to conserve the soil is the contour barriers. So as you can see in the picture also, that the highlighted, the dark part which is brown and green in color, which is said to be as barriers. So they are like small fences or walls that are built to slow down the movement of the water. So basically these barriers, these walls help to regulate or to control the flow of the water. So it also prevents soil erosion. So these are the ways through which we can conserve the soil. There is another way, that is if we will regulate the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, or we can limited use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. It is another way to conserve the soil. Or we can replace these chemical pesticides and fertilizers with the organic one. So it is another way to conserve the soil. So in today's video we have learned about the degradation of the soil and also the soil conservation, the ways of soil conservation. I hope today's video was useful for you. Thank you.